Hare Krishna. Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining. On Fridays.
I don't think it will be connected to the phone. I don't think because this is iPhone 14. I don't think. It's been recorded. We already have the link on WhatsApp, so you can copy it there and put it on Instagram. You have connected. The link is on the group. Just for पानी चाहिए. Wi-Fi possible. She want to go. Yeah. No, I want to put a story on Instagram. Link the story for the live.
It's okay. Let's face it. Okay, shall we start? Yes. Charan?
Yeah, Sanskrit shloka I prefer in Sanskrit.
तस्मै श्री गुरुवे नमः. श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं. वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुं वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च. हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोस्तुते. तप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी विश्वभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद. हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे.
Okay, which book are we reading? We'll see which book. Which chapter? Which chapter? Which shloka? 10, 11. Last time? Okay, who remembers last time? What did we do? 3 keywords. Any keywords? No, last time? It's not working. It's not connected.
Growth.
Roll.
Attachment.
Why don't you do it? Just bring it closer. Just bring your phone closer. Okay. Krodh and Rag. Okay, who will explain the meaning of any one of these? What we discussed next. Okay, let's start with Vidushi.
Rag means bodily attachment.
Rag means bodily attachment.
Attachment to bodily enjoyment.
Attachment to bodily enjoyment. Okay? Okay, and Maya or Krodha? Chika?
Bhai is the fear of spirituality or the spiritual enlightenment.
Okay, somebody else wants to try. What is Bhai?
Basically,
Open
the
your
concept
notes
of
if you want.
spirituality, spiritual body.
Open your notes if you have. What is Bhai? Bhai from?
Spiritual.
From
Bodily.
Which marks the village
Relationship, expectation, kuch na kuch. Yeah.
From the temporary conception of life that all of it will come to zero.
My mom.
Personality after you leave this world. God is a person and I also have a personality in the spiritual world. Fear from this. Fear from the fact that spiritually we have a form. Fear from spiritual form कि भगवान की भी एक form है और मेरी भी एक spiritual form है. Fear from this. This is Bhaya. In this shloka. Okay. Now you remember somebody? Remember he said Nirvishesha, Nirankar, Jyoti में लीन होना. Fear from the fact that God has a form. Form कैसे हो सकता है? Form की तो सारी प्रॉब्लम है. सारे इशू फॉर्म से तो हो रहा है. इस बॉडी की वजह बॉडी है, बॉडी एक फॉर्म है, इसकी वजह से सारी प्रॉब्लम है. तो स्पिरिचुअल लाइफ में स्पिरिचुअल परफेक्शन में कोई फॉर्म नहीं है. फॉर्म से डर. दिस इज कॉल्ड भय. ओके एंड क्रोध.
People who are frustrated with the spirituality.
फ्रस्ट्रेशन कि हर कोई अलग चीज बोल रहा है. कोई बोल रहा है बुद्धा इज गॉड और बुद्धा विल टेक यू टू गॉड. कोई कह रहा है अल्लाह, कोई कह रहा है यहोवा, कोई कह रहे कृष्णा, कोई कह रहे राम, कोई कह रहे भगवान लाइट है, कोई कह रहे भगवान सब कण में है, कोई कह रहे भगवान एक जगह पे रहते हैं अपने धाम में. एकदम फुल कंफ्यूजन. सब छोड़ो, बांटने जैसे भगवान है. We came from zero, we will go to zero. What is it? अहिंसा करो, सत्य बोलो, अच्छे से जियो. भगवान की क्या जरूरत है? सत्य कैसे कर सकते हो? बॉडी इसके बाद क्या होगा? अगर तुम ये सब अच्छे से करोगे तो तुम जीरो, यू विल गो बैक टू जीरो. फ्रॉम जीरो यू विल गो बैक टू जीरो. ये तुलसी इज लाफिंग लिस्टिंग टू दिस. दिस इज एक्चुअल फिलॉसफी. A significant portion of the world is living their life with this philosophy. Voidism और एक्चुअली आप सच्ची में जाओ, जो सीरियसली स्पिरिचुअलिटी को वर्शिप करते हैं उनका बहुत सिग्निफिकेंट पोर्शन वॉइडिज्म को फॉलो करता है. और निर्विशेष तो हमारे आसपास है ही बहुत सारे. फिर तो आई ब्लॉक में सबके घर में न्यूज़पेपर जो पढ़ता है.
No, my father-in-law does.
I also do.
And my husband too.
तो न्यूज़ से हिंदुस्तान टाइम्स में पैम्फलेट्स आते हैं.
Yeah.
ब्रह्म ज्योति को पैम्फलेट्स आते हैं कि हम सब ज्योति में लीन हो गए होता है. So, Krishna is clearly saying, Veet Raga Bhaya. Once you get free from this, then what will happen? Then
You'll be able to understand Tattva and Krishna.
then we will be able to appreciate Krishna Leela and understand Tattva. This is linked to the last shloka, 4.9. What was 4.9? Janma karma chami divya. Krishna ne बोला आपको थोड़ा कनिष्ठ करना। वो शेयर कर लो। कुछ भी बात सीखा। पूरी बात। So janma karma chami divya. Krishna is saying that my janma and karma are divya. And how can you understand that? When you are free from raga, bhaya and krodha. And then when you understand, then you will attain 4.10 last word. What is the last word in 4.10? English. Transcendental. So when you get over the conception of God is light, God is zero, and there is no God, let me enjoy this body is everything, then only you will be able to get transcendental love. Love. When I was small, I used to sleep at night listening to 98.3 FM Love Guru.
Yeah.
Did anyone hear?
Yeah.
I was the only mad guy. Love Guru. What is this love? प्रेम क्या ये प्यार क्या ये कैसे What is love? Shahrukh Khan is love. What is love?
Switzerland.
Switzerland. बस ये तो Instagram post हो गई है, share होना शुरू हो गया. Tag a friend. What is love? Like one friend will chat and another will chat. Love is family. Love is father getting ice cream for me at 2 a.m. जब हम अपना अपना प्रोवाइड करते हैं उससे ज़्यादा किसी को प्रोवाइड करने की इच्छा ऐसा होता है.
To try your best to make it.
You say whatever I consume, making someone else consume more than that. Providing more.
नेगेटिव सेंस में हो सकता है पर पॉजिटिव सेंस में तो इट कैन बी
Is love?
But I think
First you tell me who does this.
unconditional बोलने को
Mother.
mother yeah.
Mother.
अनकंडीशनल नहीं होता है
Okay, first let's come to the definition. First let's come to the definition of love. Can somebody define love, please?
Expecting nothing in return, maybe. Yeah. Expecting nothing in return.
Do nothing, expect nothing, it's love. Is it?
love is
Expecting nothing. Do nothing, expect nothing. If I say I love Sai Prabhu, what do I mean to say? Yeah, stop dual conversations. Come back here. If I say I love Rahul, Sai Prabhu, Rahul Prabhu.
Shahrukh Khan.
Then what do I mean by that? I love Sai Prabhu.
He'll take care of him like
Yeah.
I take care of
बुरा
him.
नहीं
I
चाहना.
don't want tight slap. You give him one toffee.
अरे तो
Nice
that
food.
tight slap might be ना
देना
उनके
पड़ेगा.
भले के लिए.
Give him a tight slap. And if I take care of him, then I love him. Is that fine? Taking care is love.
Servant is an aspect of
An aspect of love. Then what is love?
मुझे ऐसा love तो
ऐसे words में नहीं डाल सकते.
हाँ,
Philosopher
words
guy
है,
is
feeling है.
love to understand. So Bhagavad Gita, Krishna tells us the meaning of love. So the entire Bhagavad Gita is actually a book of love. If you go deeper and deeper and understand the meaning of each shloka, it is a book of love. What does love mean? Love means when you absolutely,
Surrender.
completely
Surrender.
don't care about yourself, but are willing to do completely everything, anything for someone else. How many of you love somebody? You love somebody? Can you not do anything for yourself and do something completely for someone else? Who is this person? You think your mother likes when you shout at her? Do you shout at her?
Yes. Yes.
So we actually, even if we want to love somebody, we don't have the capability to love. I've to, but I don't have the capability. Firstly, I don't have the emotional capability, conditional capability, because for lifetime and lifetimes, the person I have loved the most is
Myself.
who do you love the most? There is actually one person you love the most. It is yourself.
Yourself.
You will do anything it takes to do something for yourself. Okay? You contemplate, think about it. If your mother is coming in your mind, if your family is coming in your mind, you sit home, contemplate. I don't want to do this for you. Contemplate the worst of situations when you have to choose between yourself and your mother. And then you see who you choose. Like there is a story that comes, वो बचपन में पढ़ते थे ना,
पंचतंत्र।
तो एक बंदर होता है, एक बंदर को का एक छोटा सा बच्चा होता है, बंदरिया होती है, उसके छोटा सा बच्चा होता है, तो क्या करते हैं, ड्रम में डाल देते हैं बंदरिया को बच्चे के साथ, ठीक है, तो ड्रम ऐसा है कि वो कूद नहीं सकती, इतनी हाइट पे कि कूद के बाहर नहीं आ सकती, फिर ड्रम में पानी भरने लगता है, तो बंदरिया पहले क्या करती है, अपने बच्चे को अपने सर के ऊपर रखती है, पानी बढ़ता जाता है, सर पे ही रखती है, बढ़ता जाता, फिर बंदरिया पूरी कवर होती है, हाँ, फिर उसको सांस लेने को बच्चे को नहीं रखना चाहिए, बच्चे को नीचे, तो पानी और ऊपर चला जाता है, फिर बच्चे को नीचे रखते हैं, बच्चे को नीचे रखते हैं, बच्चे को सो ऐसा नहीं है, बहुत ऐसा नहीं, किसी की मम्मी ऐसे नहीं करेगी, सब गलत बात, in the, like when we go in a play, what do they say? First, mask,
secure yourself.
फिर दूसरे में. So deep within, if you will go, you will find that is true. We all love ourselves. But why do we love ourselves? If I'm with a friend, let me not get mother and family, then we'll get emotional. Then we will be real for them. If I'm with a friend, we're in a car. I can save myself or I can save my friend. Who am I likely to save? Sorry, yaar, don't cry. This is the last example. Why do I love myself so much? We're talking about love, transcendental love. Why do I love myself so much?
Because we are part and parcel of Krishna, so we are also an enjoyer, small enjoyer. तो हमें खुद
समझ नहीं आया? 85.
I think सबसे basic कि हम आए अपने ज़्यादातर goals अपने साथ.
We spend most time with ourselves. Okay, that's true. But what? Survival क्यों? Survival में आप अपने आप को बचाते हो. But क्यों? Why? Why do I have love for myself? ऐसा question को पूछता है कि philosophers के questions है. But all of these answers are given in the Gita and the Bhagavad. We love ourselves because we love not this body. तो body में कोई आके बोलेगा तेरे को जिंदा रहना है, तेरा हाथ काट दो, बोलेगा हाथ काट, बॉडी से इतना प्यार नहीं, मुझे what I love is me, the actual me. What is the actual me?
My soul.
Soul me. Okay, so I have love for me, the soul, not the body. Why is the soul me so attractive? Because the soul me is exactly very nice. The soul me is a part and parcel of Krishna. You get it? There is Krishna and there is, last time we discussed, last time or maybe some Tuesday or Thursday reading session, that we are like sparks of the fire in both people. The thing like Tulsi and Tulsi. So we are like sparks from fire. Krishna is fire, we are the tiny sparks of that fire. When sparks fall off from fire and land on the ground, do they have any potency in them? You can take that chadar and sit on the chadar. That's right. No. Spark में कोई जान होती है फायर के बिना? नहीं, right? But जब वो फायर में होते हैं तो कितनी पोटेंसी होती है स्पार्क में? जितनी फायर में. So soul is that spark within the fire. So we are part of that fire. We are part and parcel of Krishna. We are coming from Krishna, and that's why we are so attractive. And when we love another so-called love of this world, when we so-called love the other person, do we love the soul or do we love the body?
I think other person we love the first.
The person. Who is this person?
The soul.
When the person dies, do we care about the body?
No.
Maybe we can out of emotion, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. Then we say burn the body, dig the body, throw the body. Because we know that person is not that. So actually people say, क्या proof है कि soul होता है? The proof is simple. Death is the proof. Death is the proof. At death, we throw the body. If the person is the body, we should conserve the body. Isn't it? So simple, so logical. What proof do you need? नहीं, microscope के नीचे दिखना चाहिए. Microscope तो पहली बार तो आया ही अभी 100 साल 50 साल पहले. उससे पहले तो कुछ दिखता था, बैक्टीरिया नहीं दिखती थी. So, at death, we can see that something has gone out of the body because of which the body is deteriorating. And that something is the soul. And we love that soul because soul is part and parcel of Krishna. Okay? So now, if I want to love, the only way I can love, I can love because Krishna is saying you develop transcendental love. The only way I can develop and express and reciprocate pure love, it is with Krishna. There is nobody else I can have a loving relationship. We are all looking for that love, but we are trying to enforce that love onto other beings, and thus we are frustrated. Why can I have a loving relationship only with Krishna? Why? Part and parcel of it, fine. But I can have a loving relationship with Ram, I can sacrifice everything for him. What is the problem?
He's connected to us.
Yeah,
Material people
It
can
won't be
break the
natural
love.
to your soul.
that is natural. Why?
Material people can break the love. But Krishna will.
Yeah, very nice. Thank you, Ram. Very nice. Because if I try to love Ram Prabhu, but I don't see any reciprocation from him, for how long will I be able to do that? He doesn't have the capacity to really appreciate my life. And that's what happens. Boyfriend, girlfriend is the best example. Why? Because as we grow up, we say, मम्मी से प्यार नहीं मिला, पापा से प्यार नहीं मिला, उतना नहीं मिला जितना मेरे को मेरी गर्लफ्रेंड या मेरा बॉयफ्रेंड दिया. किसी ने मुझे आज तक उतना प्यार नहीं किया, ना मैंने किसी को उतना प्यार किया जितना मेरा ये this body of mine. And then what happens? You see, no, it's not working out. Right? And then even in a wedding, whatever, it becomes more, eventually it becomes more companionship than love, isn't it? That initial romance fades away, right? Honeymoon period, call it a honeymoon period, fades away. But with Krishna, that love continues eternally. It still continues. How do we know? Because Krishna tells in the Gita that although we've left him and we've decided we want to be without him, he still creates this world for us. We'll say, go away. He's like, okay, I'll go away. Let me create something for you. He creates it, he enters it, and he travels with us in this world that he is in. That's Paramatma. So, he is not leaving us. He is sitting with us, with the soul inside the soul, with the Atma, Paramatma is sitting, traveling with us all the time. So, Krishna has the capacity to really reciprocate. Now, does that mean I cannot try to love anybody in this world?
Not as possessive.
I can only when I connect them to Krishna. When I start seeing everybody as a connection to Krishna. For example, my wife. My wife has been given to me by Krishna in this life. She's sent by Krishna, she's chosen by Krishna. much can I do? There are so many, at least 3 billion women in this world. This one got selected. How much control did I have over this selection? Did I go meet all 3 billion? No. Which movie is that? Can you tell me? 9 out of 10. 8 out of 10. Kabhi Khushi Kabhi. Very good. I am seeing who watching the film. Right? Am I going evaluating all 3 billion women and then saying no? So then when I start doing that, when my wife and I both are trying to build a connection with Krishna, then I'm looking at my wife as a devotee of Krishna. When she is establishing a relationship with Krishna, I must serve her. Because Krishna loves her. And Krishna and her have a relationship. So let me have a relationship with that angle, with Krishna in the center. Right? So if both of us have Krishna in the center, we both are trying to develop a love for Krishna, then we will actually have a cooperative, nourishing relationship. जब मेरा सेंटर मैं हूँ, मेरी लाइफ का सेंटर वो है, there will always be clashes because the centers of life are different. She will want everything for herself, I want everything for myself. दोनों के aim, purpose, objective अलग है, तो clash होगा ही होगा. As soon as we both have a common purpose, then life will change. You know, army runs on this common purpose. पाकिस्तान के साथ औरत जवान आपस में नहीं लड़ने लगते. Let's पाकिस्तान को मार. वो नहीं मैं लाऊंगा परमवीर चक्र मेरा होना चाहिए. नहीं मेरा होना चाहिए. नहीं मैं तो फिर क्या होगा? Big companies run. Leaders are known for this. Who show a mission, a vision, a purpose, build a common vision. Basically, a leader is the one who can build a common vision. So Krishna is the topmost common vision. So that is transcendental love. Unlike the love of this world, transcendental love has a science to it. Did you know there is a science to love? There is a science to love. Here there is no science to love. Here there is Chatmangi Patagya. So many songs written about love. Aankhein mili, nazare something. Sorry, I'm forgetting my past childhood. Music expertise, but you get me. हम दो मिले फिर भी हुआ फिर तन्हा भी or what is that some song in which he gets intoxicated by the ice. No, everybody's गुलाबी आँखें
तो तेरी देखी.
That is not science, of course. But here there is a science. I will not go into detail about it, but maybe someday we'll do it. I'll just quickly cover this detail of the science of transcendental love. Okay? It has 9 steps to it. 9 steps to love. Okay? The first step starts with Shraddha. You heard the word Shraddha? जिसकी जैसी श्रद्धा जी, जिसकी जैसी श्रद्धा. Shraddha. Shraddha means initial faith. Slight bit of faith. There is Krishna, there is you, and you have just little bit of faith. Itni little, you see some devotee singing Hare Krishna on the road, and you just think, they're so happy. Little bit of faith. बस इतनी faith है कि तुम्हें लग रहा है कि वो लोग खुश है, तो कर रहे हैं कृष्णा कृष्णा बोल के खुश. इतनी सी तुम्हें faith. That's it. लेकिन वहाँ की खिचड़ी बड़ी अच्छी होती. That's it. श्रद्धा. Okay. First step of love. Second step. When you have that Shraddha, the next thing you do is you want to go and be with this person you have Shraddha. So you see like, यार पता नहीं लॉजिक में पता पर मैं जब ये विग्रह के सामने जाता हूँ मंदिर के तो मुझे बड़ा अच्छा लगता है. जब कीर्तन हो रहा होता है ना तो मुझे बड़ा अच्छा लगता है. पता नहीं क्यों कई लोग कहते हैं अंधविश्वास है, मुझे अच्छा लगता है. श्रद्धा. And then you take a step ahead. श्रद्धा के बाद you do sadhu sangha. Next step is sadhu sangha. You go and find these people who are doing things जिन पे आपको श्रद्धा है. Okay? So, which is what all of you are doing. So you start attending Kirtan in temple, you see sadhus who are doing, people who are doing, deities, you start Pandit ji batana thoda, right? You start doing some sadhus. Then what happens next? After sadhu sangha, bhajana kriya. Okay, bhajana kriya means you start doing your own practice. You learn from the sadhus and then you start doing. Most of us are at this phase, somewhere between this phase. We're doing sadhu sang and we're trying to build our own bhajan. Bhajan means service. ये भजन करता रहता है, हम बोलते रहते हैं. Very loosely we use this term. But bhajan comes from the root word bhaja. Bhaja means service. We start trying to serve God. Okay, now love is starting. First we said, okay, I want to love. Then I met people who were already expressing love through Kirtan, through deity worship. Then I said, okay, now I also want to express this love through service. This is called bhajan kriya. My personal practice. So your chanting, your japa, it's bhajan kriya. Your deity worship will be bhajan kriya. Some service. Vidushi comes and dresses Gaurmita every Friday, Saturday. That's called bhajan kriya. Right? Pratyush Prabhu comes, sets up the room for everyone. This is bhajan kriya. Krishna ka Prabhu will come, bhajan kriya. Personal service for Krishna. When you do bhajan kriya, then fourth step happens. And each of them is a class in itself. Okay, I'm going very quickly. Next step is anartha nivriti. Anartha nivriti. Anartha. Arth. What does arth mean?
Meaningful.
Meaningful. Okay, thank you. Arth, exact meaning is meaningful. Life में कुछ meaning होना चाहिए, कुछ meaningful. Unfortunately, our lives are meaningless. Anartha. How is it meaningless? What are we doing? Like, if you take out Krishna consciousness from life, what are we really doing?
Eating, sleeping.
Mating, defending. We wake up in this world as a baby, we are taught study well, do well, read well, earn money, then what? Have a good partner, then get good money, then go around the world, then what? Then have kids, then make them do what you did, then what? Then die. It's so meaningless. करा क्या? बस वही बचपन से सिखाएगा अच्छे से खाओ, अच्छे से सो, अच्छे से मेट करो, अच्छा पार्टनर लाओ, और जो कुछ आ गया उसको संभाल ले. It's meaningless because ultimately आप कुछ संभाल ही नहीं पाओगे. You will have to let it all go. So it's actually unearthed. As soon as we add both these, for all of you, this was true. This was true. Now your life is changing. You're bringing artha to life. You're bringing a meaning, something that will stay with you beyond death. Right? We've discussed this many times. Krishna says, Neha vikramo nasho asti pratyavayo navidyate swalpam api yasya dharmasya trayate mahato maha. Slight, little bit of devotional service, little bit of that bhajan kriya you're doing, this is the only thing which will go with you in your next life. And you're doing this because you've done this before and you're continuing this. Everybody is on the journey, spiritual journey. Body is changing, soul is the same. So whatever devotional service you do, it gets attached to the soul, not to the body. The house you buy, it's attached to your body. The clothes you bought, it's attached to your body. The beautiful body you have, it's your body. You will have to leave it behind. But what gets attached to the soul goes to the next body with the soul. And what is that? That is bhajana. That is your emotional service. The service you do for Krishna, the love you express to Krishna. You will change your body. Today you are Vidushi, next life you will be Vidush. Right? He is Sahil, next life he will be Sahilini. Right? You will change the body, then nothing from the last body will be with you. So all that you did for the body will be meaningless, pointless. But what will be meaningful? What should take along with you? So when you do bhajan kriya, anartha nivriti. Nivriti means removal happens. Slowly, your life becomes more and more artha. You start doing more and more meaningful things. How much? Nivriti. Full anartha removed. You stop doing everything meaningless. It's going to happen to all of you slowly, gradually. Life, what will happen? All anarthas, everything, the way you're living now, that urge for money, that urge for a great partner, that urge for everyday happiness, for Netflix, for a nice movie tonight, for going to a good movie show, for a nice dress, all of that will start becoming meaningless. And you will start saying, I'm not getting taste in this. It will happen gradually. It's already happening. That's why you come in on Saturdays. That's why you come in on Saturdays. And on Sunday, it feels like I don't want anything to do with this. Then Monday again. But that's okay. That means it's a science. And it 100% works. If I am to believe nobody, if I am not to believe Krishna, if I am not to believe this science, I have to believe my own experience. I want to personally my own experience. Like I'll tell you, I'm very small. I used to, when I joined office, I met one person. I was in sales. So I was doing my training in Bangalore. When I just joined UV. And in Bangalore, I used to spend a lot of time with a distributor, and this distributor used to smoke a lot. Okay? A lot. मतलब दिमाग नहीं चलता था उनको सुनने के लिए. So he used to often take me out for his smokes, and I used to go and I used to stand and talk to him. Then he told me, do you drink? I said, do you smoke? I said, do you have a girlfriend? Do you do drugs? How is this possible? You don't have any vices. And in my head I was thinking, I have one. In my head I was thinking, I really wanted to travel a lot. Because when I was a kid, I'm from a typical middle class family. My parents put me in Springdale School, Dholapur. Springdale School, Dholapur का एक criteria होता है, West Delhi का बच्चा नहीं आना चाहिए. Only South Delhi kids. You know, I think you're going to sure.
Yeah.
उनका ये एक सिंपल क्राइटेरिया, पूरी वेस्ट दिल्ली से एक बस चलाते हैं, ठीक है? तो my father was whatever Delhi जुगाड़ू, he did something he did, he got married.
You got trapped in.
So I got trapped there. No, but every summer break, my friends were going to France, Europe, and
I went to Nani house.
Yes, I went to Nani house to have mango shake and paratha. So then, in my childhood, this deep desire built that when I grow up, I want to travel to all these countries. And it was in my karma somehow what happened when I was in college. In my third year, final year of DU, I got 2 free trips. I won 2 competitions. First free trip was to Thailand, second free trip was to Malaysia. And I was sitting in a plane for the first time.
Southeast Asia. चलो शुरू तो हुआ.
Then I went and did my MBA. I got another free trip this time to US. Then I got another free trip to Dubai.
Karma.
What can I do? It's just competition. मेरा some friend simple fund.
That was your motivation, no? Win a
Exactly.
prize.
Any competition which said there's a free international trip, I was like, sab bhul jao, bhai. Then I got a internship with Unilever. So in their internship, they said, no, you have to go to our South Africa office. For 3 months I was in South Africa.
Oh, get अंदर क्या मांगे दो आके.
So everything was working out like perfectly. All desires coming true. And my only vice, just to travel, was fulfilled. Then I started making money. Then I started saving for travel. Then I started traveling. Then last year, Anushka and I started doing travel. And this was my dream destination. Like मरने से पहले मुझे न्यूजीलैंड जाना है कैंपर में. Okay, now karma. This was okay.
This game also free or?
No, this one. I had to shell out. My pockets became much lighter. But when I was going, I was somehow feeling good about it.
Not feeling good about it.
Feeling good. Somehow. But I knew there's like I'm cutting 2 pots.
Yeah.
Now, this year, my manager tells me, you have to go to Indonesia, then you have to go to Singapore. And And I said, what are the dates? She told me the dates. Those were the dates from my home. I said, I can't go. For the first time, I said, I'm not going to go. She said, no, you have to. How can you not go for this? Like, this was the biggest thing of the year, whatever. I didn't know what to do. And every day I was praying and I was asking others to pray. I remember I asked Muskan to pray in Mayapur.
So the dates got shifted.
I don't want to go. I don't want to travel.
Then
And yeah, it actually happened. The dates were, actually dates didn't get changed.
Mayapur dates got changed or the trip
I
Bali?
went to Mayapur. I was in Mayapur and I'm praying I don't want to go, I don't want to go. So I get a message that enjoy your vacation, that trip has been postponed. I said, wow, what's that? What I didn't tell you guys was when I came back, they preponed the dates back to the original dates. So that the trip for everybody else happened at that time. But because they, in the confusion, they told me dates got changed and dates, so they couldn't do anything about it. Anyhow, then what happened? Kabhi na kabhi to holi thi, jana
That's
to
happening
hai.
tomorrow.
So now I have to go to 4 countries in 1 month. I'm going first to Indonesia and Singapore. Then I have to go next month to Vietnam. Then in July I have to go to Philippines. And every day, I'm telling my mama, and my sister is like, nahi tu tension mat le, India Pakistan war honi hai. And मैं इतना लड़का चलने लगी शक्कर. So I've been thinking, now I know I have to go tomorrow. So I have made place with it. But I was thinking that I'm praying that I don't want to go. Any one of these 4 trips I don't want to go. And I'll give you money. You're taking me. I'll give you money. Right? Doesn't mean I'm there. It doesn't mean my desire for travel is ended.
But this their job needs it.
Yeah,
Your job
I'm
requires
going.
it. So you be dedicated to your job. You're serving your.
No, so then of course I'm finding other motivations to go. Which is like maybe Golgotha has some plan, maybe there is something, maybe it's for my growth, spiritual growth,
Yeah.
maybe I'll find somebody there, maybe I'll be able to give some books, something will happen for some reason. Anyhow, having said that, it's not like my desire for travel has become zero. No, it hasn't. But I can see the change.
Now there's no craving for it.
There will still be. I may still get tempted in the future. I have no faith on myself right now. But the point is, at least I can see a significant change.
Change.
That madness is not there.
Maturity.
Something has happened. So unearth and nivritti is happening.
Yeah.
That
So-
taste is not coming.
Yeah, that again, I'm not saying कि मैं I have become immune to travel. क्या हमें नहीं चाहिए ये सब. Tomorrow if somebody tells me, okay, free trip to the family to Switzerland, maybe I start thinking
Europe
about it, why not? Or maybe like at least what we can do, what I can do is at least try somehow to connect with Krishna. Maybe go and see all Prabhupada temples.
Yeah.
Maybe. Go to where ISKCON started from, New York, etc. But I know, I have confidence that because I have progressed so much, eventually there will be progress when I will not have this anartha,
Nivritti.
attachment and nivritti.
Yeah.
Is it making sense? So if you're thinking, sometimes we do in these classes, we take very high benchmarks. We're saying, nahi, only prasad. No. Yesterday, we were talking on the online session, gossip. Gossip is so nice. How can we leave gossip? Right? So the high benchmarks. So maybe we are not at it right now. But Krishna is saying, 4th step, anartha nivritti. Do your bhajan kariya nicely, anartha nivritti will happen automatically. You should have the intent and the desire that somehow this should go naturally. Okay? So this was anartha nivritti. Now, after anartha nivritti, what happens? Nishtha. Nishtha is like the father of Shraddha. Mother of Shraddha. Nishtha is like the mother of Shraddha.
Determination.
Yeah, in a way. Shraddha is initial faith. Nishtha is strong faith. Conviction. This process works. This is the right thing to do in my life. If I have to make choices, I will make choices for this. Conviction increases. through own experience, through witnessing others' experience. We build strong conviction. But for that, your bhajan kriya has to be this. Then anarth nivritti will happen, then nishtha. वही faith जब strong होगी तो निष्ठा करनी है. Then निष्ठा के बाद क्या होगा? निष्ठा के बाद होगा रुचि.
Interest.
Now you will start finding all of this. Oh, I like doing this. I want to do this. Now you may think कि मुझे तो already कई चीजों के लिए लगता है, मुझे कीर्तन के लिए लगता है थोड़ा सा तो मुझे डेली वर्शिप के लिए भी लगता है. That's because it's not very linear. ये स्केल है. अब आप स्केल में फैले हुए हो सकते हो ऊपर से नीचे कहीं, बट आप किस पॉइंट पे कॉन्सेंट्रेटेड हो. मतलब एक पैर उधर हो सकते हैं, जैसे मैं इधर बैठो, मेरा एक पैर इधर हो सकता है, एक पैर इधर हो सकता है, एक हाथ इधर, पर मैं मोस्टली इधर ही हूँ. मोस्ट ऑफ माय बॉडी इज हियर. सो किस जगह पे कॉन्सेंट्रेशन है. बाकी थोड़ी सी रुचि कई जगह पे होगी, कभी निष्ठा भी आएगी, कभी कभी अनर्थ निवृत्ति भी फील होगी. बट एक स्टेज रहेगा जब आपको पूरा यू बी श्योर अनर्थ डोंट केयर, आई डोंट केयर, देन यू रियली गॉट इट. ओके, सो अनर्थ निवृत्ति, निष्ठा, देन रुचि. रुचि यू फाइंड इट इंटरेस्टिंग. देन रुचि के बाद इसके ऊपर वालों पे हम ज़्यादा बात नहीं करेंगे क्योंकि थोड़ा रीच से बाहर है मेरी. आसक्ति. Asakti means now you are attached to the spiritual processes, spiritual practices. You are completely attached. You are like, no, I don't want to leave Delhi because Delhi is close to Vrindavan. No, I don't want to leave Mayapur. I want to just stay in Mayapur. You are so attached. No, I can't come in the mornings because I have to do chanting in the morning. I'm going to come to college at 10 o'clock. I'm going to come to office at 10 o'clock. Attached. Asakti hogi. To what? To spiritual processes. Okay? And then after asakti, bhav. Bhav to बिल्कुल out of it. Bhav is when you have transcendental emotions for you. Okay?
That's 8, 9 steps, no?
And 9th is prem, what Krishna has mentioned. Transcendental love. At 9th, attachment छोड़ो, emotion छोड़ो, then you like Krishna. Whatever you do, everything for you, nothing for me. Surrender is Krishna will protect. For us, like generally for all of us, surrender is Krishna will protect. This is something else. This is everything you want, I'll do for you. Protect or not, I don't care.
Unconditional.
Unconditional. I don't care what I get in return. I just care about you. Okay? This is called prem, transcendental love. So this is the science of spiritual love. This is the science of transcendental love. ऐसा बचपन में किसी ने सिखाया, बेटा एक लड़की मिलेगी, थोड़ी श्रद्धा रखियो उसमें. थोड़ा उसके बाद टाइम स्पेंड करियो, भजन करियो. Because there is no science to that love. It is not love. What is it? In the material world, what do we have? The exact opposite reflection of love is lust. Everything that is in the spiritual world comes over here. Everything. Like when Sarvadip Prabhu was here, he gave a very nice example. He said mango. You know mango. ये mango कहाँ से आया? This mango exists in the spiritual world. That is why you have it. बस यहाँ का मैंगो, although it is very sweet, बहुत उसको मसाला लगता है, अम्बी पे अम्बी गिर जाती है, फिर खूब सारा वो लगाते हैं केमिकल्स, फिर वो अच्छे से राइप होता है, फिर वो ले जाता है, फिर भी मीठा है, तो ये जो मीठा मैंगो है, ये एक perverted reflection, एक गंदी रिफ्लेक्शन परछाई है. इसकी एक्चुअल मैंगो है. Actual mango कैसा होगा वहाँ पर? Maybe it doesn't have a seed. I don't know. I have no memory.
Oh, we have one mango tree just outside our window. It's beautiful. You can see umbies. You can see a lot of raw mango.
So maybe the mango there is seedless, and maybe it doesn't have a seed. See that? Let's see now. Okay. So like that, love exists in the spiritual world, but when it gets transferred to the material world, it becomes lust. Krishna is such a great designer. Such a great designer. He says, okay, you love me, okay. When you go to the material world, you will still love a part of me, which is you yourself.
So,
Right? But that is lust, because it becomes perverted. It's very selfish. So Krishna bhul jata. In forgetfulness of Krishna, we love ourselves. Okay. So that is love. Yeah, we just did not wish anything.
Hare probably.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Prashad, incentive to your place.
No. This is Prashad for me. Okay.
So, Krishna in the next shloka will tell us, which we'll do next time, next weekend, how when we love ourselves also, we are in a way loving Krishna, and how he reciprocates with everyone. Even if you don't care about God, even if you don't care about loving God, forget love, recognizing God, even then he is reciprocating. And we'll explain that in the next one. So we'll close here today. We'll take some questions. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. We have time, so we can take questions. Yes, Krishna.
बट आपने बोला परछाई परछाई बोला तो परछाई तो किसी की तो होती है ना
सही कह रहे हो। तो तभी तो उधर के आम की परछाई इधर है, वहाँ यहाँ पर आम इसलिए क्योंकि वहाँ पर एक आम है।
पर उसकी डिटेल्स है उसकी डिटेलिंग
करेक्ट, जैसे शैडो की डिटेल रहती है,
है
वो डिटेल नहीं होती। जैसे शैडो, वो भी गंदी शैडो, परवर्टेड। जैसे मूलम अहो शाखा। Krishna explains that this world, the 7th chapter, this world is like the trees reflection in the water. यहाँ पे पानी है, यहाँ पर ओरिजिनल ट्री है, पानी के अंदर उसकी रिफ्लेक्शन होती है। समझ रहे हो? ये ओरिजिनल ट्री पानी में उल्टी दिखेगी, तो क्या होगा? जो यहाँ का टॉप मोस्ट है, वो वहाँ का बॉटम मोस्ट है। यहाँ का टॉप मोस्ट क्या है? लव। Spiritual world की top most चीज है love, loving exchange with the Lord. You can be his friend, you can be his father, you can be his mother. Love. यहाँ पर क्या है? इसकी रिफ्लेक्शन हो जाती है lust. जितना यहाँ पर व्यक्ति selfish होता है, उसको हम hate करते हैं। वो बंदा खुश है, but the world hates him, right? तो ये बड़ा ही selfish है, mean, he's so mean. मतलब because the reflection of the okay, love has become lust. Topmost trees becomes the most bottommost. Everything that is here exists in the spiritual. Somebody can ask, यहाँ पर तो चोरी है, spiritual world में भी चोरी होती है. Krishna is a great thief. When he comes, he displays how he is a thief. Everything that happens here is coming from the spiritual world, but in the spiritual world, even the seemingly bad, inferior thing is all joy. हम इमेजिन ही नहीं कर सकते, हमारी इमेजिनेशन के परे है, क्योंकि हम सोच ही नहीं सकते कोई दुनिया जहाँ पे दुख ना हो. Some world where nobody is unhappy, not only me, nobody is unhappy, nobody, everybody is loving everybody. You can't imagine it. So we say, this is what mind flow. Money banayega. Atmavan everything should fit within the understanding of my mind. मेरे mind को जितना समझ आ गया उतना सत्य है, उसके परे जो है वो mythology है। 100 साल पहले कोई बोलता जाके कि 100 साल बाद क्या होगा, ऐसे आप जो हो ना एक जगह पे बैठ पाओगे और बैठते बैठते आप जिस चीज पे बैठोगे वो उड़ने लगेगी और उड़ के आपको कहीं और छोड़ देगी। तो कहते हैं पागल mythology। ऐसे थोड़ी ना कहीं बैठ गया उड़ गया और पहुंच गया। Now if I tell you कि ऐसा होगा कि आप आँख बंद करोगे और सोचोगे कहाँ जाना है, कोई सीट की भी जरूरत नहीं है, कोई उड़ने की भी जरूरत नहीं, सीधा पहुंच जाओगे। नो प्रॉब्लम mythology। बट महाभारत में तो है, महाभारत है आज भी है। Some yogis sitting in the Himalaya will have this mystic potency. They can reach wherever they want with desire. But not my theory, because it's beyond my imagination. So that's why, what is beyond my imagination, for that I rely on the Vedic scriptures. If it's true or not, I'll rely on the Vedic scriptures. Yes, yes.
My question is that sometimes when we look at the deities, we also feel emotions. So that's of course not bhava or pain. So where are those emotions coming from?
Those emotions are actually Krishna giving you a taste of interaction with him. So it's bhava, but as I said, you're sitting here only, but you just go touch and come back. Yeah, just go touch and then come back. So, am I sitting on the Mridanga? No. But was I in touch with the Mridanga? Standing, just one second. So you're experiencing an emotion if it's based on tattva. Because emotion can also be सर पे चद्दर बांधी, हम मैं गोपी बन गई, सहेजिया. There's no tattva, right? We discussed that. There's no concrete wall. It's just baseless fiction. But if it's based on tattva, then if Krishna is giving you such emotion, then two things. How are you experiencing bhav but still not experiencing? One, you're not having that intensity. The intensity is limitless. Right? Like when Mahaprabhu, when he feels intensity of love, his limbs of his body start to expand and contract. We don't experience that. The only change in our body experience is tears are coming, goosebumps are happening. Mahaprabhu, the body stretch हो जाती है. So intensity नहीं हो गई. Second, what temporary. Okay. But as you keep doing, and once you reach the level of bhava, I don't know. But what I can imagine is you're feeling what you're feeling in front of the deities all the time. You know, like Kirti breaks down very easily. Like Kirti can break down anything. Okay? So now, just like she can break down anytime, pure devotee feels that transcendental emotion anytime. Like Prabhupada, actually a pure devotee has to control his bhava. We have to make an effort to get a bhava. Like we'll do अच्छी chanting करूँगा, deities के सामने जाऊँगा, morning program जाऊँगा, फिर थोड़ा सा शायद भगवान के प्रति मेरा कुछ भाव. Pure devotee is like, my emotion must not stop my service. The bhava should not keep me away from what my service. I will not be able to serve Krishna and my bhava comes in mind. Thinking like that. You're like, no, everything for Krishna. I don't want to experience this emotion. It's okay. Come. So Prabhupada used to, many times, he used to suppress his emotions. So many times. And many times, even despite trying to suppress, his bhava would give away. He's free. These are very rare stories and it's difficult to understand. He's fainted on mic while singing Radha Madhav. He's cried and he's had to be. And then he should apologize. Only a couple of times. Because this was a very personal thing. And he didn't want that people start focusing on this and not the tattva. That's why in none of his lectures he's talking about bhava. He's only talking about Shraddha, Nishtha, Natrivritti, Bhajani Kriya, clear. Ruchi maybe, Asakti, never talking about bhava. Because tattva should be. So Prabhupada had to, like Venezuela, he's singing Parama Karuna, Prabhu Dvijana. And he just can't stop because he's thinking, Gaur Nitai from Mayapur in Bengal have come to South America, Venezuela. I mean, क्या चल क्या रहेगा? Because Venezuela में गौर है कि deities installed. Gone that traveled from Mayapur to Venezuela where people don't understand the word vegetarian. उनको समझ नहीं आता what's vegetarian. How? And we all can be there. We all can. We are doing this to be there. To develop that. How? Right now you may be thinking, this is too unrealistic. Look at me. This is too unrealistic. मेरे लिए नहीं है ये. तो यहाँ पे serious लोग बैठे हैं ना उन लोगों के लिए. This stuff is not for you. Don't worry. Just keep doing this. This stuff is for you only and you will do it. This is the beauty of this science. You do the same thing repeatedly again. Just chant nicely, associate nicely, have prashad. Just by doing this you will do it. You will go through the entire science. Just do this, but do it nice. Okay, any other question? Which purport to which?
4.4.
4.4.
And the Krishna is the last word.
Which sloka?
Apram Bhavto Janma.
Can you read the translation?
Yes. Arjun said, the sun god Vishwasvana is senior by birth to you. How am I to understand that in the beginning you instructed the science students?
Why did you not come and you were doing this sloka?
It's written that Krishna is the last word of transcendence.
Some people think what is transcendence? What does transcendental mean? Transcend का मतलब English class. Transcend का मतलब हमने करा था. Which chapter are we reading? 4. What is the title of the chapter? Transcendental knowledge. So what is transcendental? Beyond, out of this transcendental to material world. Beyond this world. So some people think beyond this material world there is a spiritual reality, there is a spiritual truth, there is spiritual existence, there is God. Something is God, some people think God is light, some people think God is zero, some people think God is some person but I don't know who person. He may be Vishnu, he may be Shiv, he may be Brahma. But what is Prabhupada saying? That the height of transcendence, the peak of transcendence is Krishna. अब मटीरियल वर्ल्ड से ऊपर गए, ऐसे सोचो फिजिकली ये मटीरियल वर्ल्ड है, ठीक है? आप इसके ऊपर जा रहे हो, रास्ते में आएंगे ब्रह्म ज्योति आएगी, फिर शिव जी का लोक आएगा, फिर वैकुंठ आएंगे, नरसिंह देव का प्लेनेट आएगा, वामन देव का प्लेनेट आएगा, सबसे ऊपर जाके वो लोग height of peak of transcendence, physically to understand. Yeah. Last question. When we have question.
There is something written in Bhakti Mukti Siddhi Kami Satya Shant Krishna Krishna Atayam Shant. So,
Bhakti, Mukti, somebody who's looking for siddhis, siddhi, mystic perfection, you all can have it, some siddhi if you want. They say, who is the popular Siddhi Baba who came to Delhi recently? In Western Bihar, Bhagwan Kumar. Bhagwan Kumar, what is the head? What is the name?
Bhageshwar.
Yeah, Rameshwar. Bhageshwar.
Bhageshwar Baba.
Bhageshwar Baba. So he has mystic potencies, right? You don't know what he does. Like he can read your mind. He'll read your mind, he'll tell you this is your problem, this is your solution, do it. He has mystic powers. He has mystic powers. So like that there are many yogis who have mystic powers. These mystic powers are called siddhis. Siddhi. So if you want a siddhi, like one siddhi is you want something, you will get it. You want something, you ask me, I get it. So anima, lagima, mahima, prapti, name of siddhis. Anima means you can become smaller than the smallest. Mahima means you can become larger than the largest. Prapti means you can get whatever you want. There is one siddhi, you can create your own planet. All of this is the Bhagavatam. We don't have to go to Vedas for this. Bhagavatam only there in the 11th canto. There is a process. You have to follow that process with percent. And apply mail डालते हैं anima siddhi चाहिए. What is the price? EMI option available for everyone. Process is also given in the not in detail. But it is yeah, you can try it. Sure. So, one who is trying for siddhi, उसको सिद्धि चाहिए, तो क्या करेगा वो प्रोसेस फॉलो करेगा. वो प्रोसेस बहुत मुश्किल है, स्पेशली फॉर कलियुग. हिमालय में जाओ, जंगलों में बैठो, सिटी से दूर, नाक पे फोकस करो, खाने की नहीं, कपड़ों की नहीं, किसी की नहीं, अकेले बैठो, मेडिटेट करो. मेडिटेशन में भी अपनी ब्रेथ कंट्रोल करो. पहले ब्रीदिंग को 1 सेकंड में एक बारी सांस लो, 2 सेकंड में, 6 सेकंड में, 30 सेकंड में, 1 मिनट में, फिर आधे दिन में एक बारी सांस लो. राइट, ये सब करो, मिल जाएगी सिद्धि. तो ऐसा व्यक्ति जो सिद्धि ढूंढ रहा है वो अशांत है. वो तो मेडिटेट कर रहा है ना, तो ब्रीदिंग पे फोकस करो तो शांत होना चाहिए. अशांत है. A lot of meditation is happening, right? Breathing meditation, this, that, art of living, etc. अशांत. अरे पर ये तो शांति के लिए हो रहा है. What? What are we reading? अशांत. Why? अशांत because there is a purpose in mind. वो क्या purpose है? मेरे को सिद्धि मिलनी चाहिए. It's just a nice form of lust. मेरे को सिद्धि चलनी चाहिए मेरे लिए. It's for me. I want to enjoy being smaller than the smallest. Then you see what I do to my enemies. कि कमरे में पहुंच के सब सुन लूंगा उनका अगला प्लान क्या. मुझे अपना प्लानिट चाहिए जिसमें मेरे अपने पार्टनर्स हो, मेरे अपने सर्वेंट्स हो. It's all of it from me. So that's why I'm ashant. So I'm looking for this. Like that, Karmi is also ashant. Like that, one is looking for Bhukti, he is also ashant. Because everyone has them in the center. They're looking for something for themselves. But Bhakt sadaiv ashant. Bhakt is shant. Why? Because Bhakt is doing for Krishna. He doesn't care about himself. Like Krishna, anything, everything for you.
They are also shant. They still we are not doing enough. We're doing so many aparats. We're doing enough. They're also shant.
I'm not doing enough is also for Krishna only. Number one. Number two, we are not bhakt. We are all practicing yoga.
I'm not talking about that.
A bhakt is not ashant. अशांत व्यक्ति मरने के टाइम कैसा होगा? विदक रहा होगा. जिसको सिद्धि नहीं मिली उससे पहले मरना पड़ रहा हो, उछल रहा होगा. पूरी लाइफ वेस्ट कर दी, हिमालय में पढ़ा रहा, कुछ करा नहीं, MBA कर लेता, अच्छी नौकरी कर लेता, कुछ नहीं करा, मर रहा हुआ. ना यहाँ के मिली, ना घर का, ना घाट का, कहीं कभी नहीं हुआ. Siddhi is thinking like that at all. What is the bhakt thinking? Time for next service. Time for next service. Prabhupada was Shanta. He's leaving his body Shanta. I'm here for a purpose, for Krishna. I'm done. For devotees, siddhis and muktis are standing at their door and begging, please take me. With that, we'll close. We'll do it separately, or I'll give you one more idea. Every Saturday, 6 p.m. Come on, Saturdays then. Hare Krishna, Krishna